Hello everyone, and welcome back to Call of Cthulhu. I think I fixed up my audio-visual problems and all that bullshit, so I'm hoping we have a smoother gameplay here. Anyway, let's get going. Okay, here we are. Back in Darkwater, an island off the coast of Boston. So far, we have to basically explore. If I know my gaming, which I think I do, you get dumped into the first area after the tutorial sort of thing, and you have to sort of fuck around. So basically this is welcome to the game world, and let's figure out what to do. See, now this looks interesting. Does it do anything? No, it's just an eerie glowing lantern. That just sort of sets the tone for the game, I guess. What was I gonna say, actually, now that I think about it? I was going to say that I heard one thing I did read about this game, although I didn't read any reviews or anything, is that although it is called Call of Cthulhu, some of you might be wondering, it is not at all based on the story by Lovecraft. Rather, it is based on the Call of Cthulhu RPG made by Chaosium, the company Chaosium. So keep that in mind if you're wondering why you're not seeing Francis Wayland Thurston, why you're not seeing any bas reliefs by Wilcox. Is it Wilcox? Oh my god, I'm sorry if I'm forgetting the names. Yeah, Henry Anthony Wilcox.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
I agree with you. I like a good whiskey myself. Okay, so we have our objectives is to talk to Fitzroy and to go to the bar to talk to some guy called Bradley. Fitzroy is up in there in that house, and there's the bar. But whenever I play a game, I decide immediately to go off the beaten path. So here's plan B, there's plan A. Let's go and see what we can do. Let's annoy this guy.
There's nothing to sort out. Your chum wanted to stir us up.
There's nothing for you here either.
But you can stay to
Beat
watch
it.
if you want. You can pick up the pieces.
Come on, you bastard.
Okay, I guess I'm not going through there. Animation is not that amazing. Like, I'm not a game snob at all. I never was. I mean, I'm the kind of guy who gets off on NES graphics and 16-bit stuff, so but the graphics do look a bit dodgy.
You shysters, you're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Look at the wounds, right? Those are deep, really deep wounds. If you look at that, that's a few inches deep.
There's something coming.
Something really brutalized this thing, you know? It kind of makes me think of in Dagon, if you remember when the guy was looking at the bas relief, he saw giant humanoid fish-type creatures fighting with whales. And then he said, wow, they're all out of proportion because they are fighting with whales. How's that possible? It makes me think about that.
You're not sailors.
Let's talk to the cop.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
You're totally out of your depth. Let's not start with that one.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Hey.
See that I'm busy, can't you?
You
That's
can't
no way
understand.
to
You're
treat
not
Aye.
sailors. Oh,
I don't
yeah,
like that.
sign.
You know, sometimes when I play RPGs and there's a dialogue tree, I always feel like if I say the wrong thing, they'll tell me to piss off, and I won't get another opportunity to see what the other options were to ask. Well, that just happened. I'm gonna try and play this naturally, you know? Hello. No. I'm sorry, I'm being a bit goofy here, actually.
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
So let's look here. We got the first one. Hold to test strength. Hold to test eloquence. And these ones don't do shit, so I'm sorry. Let's just be nice.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Let's order a drink.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
Only a small glass.
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
I think we'll get along well.
Okay. This will affect your destiny. One drink. Should we order another one? No, okay, I'm sorry. I'm looking for Warehouse 36.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Let's find out about Darkwater. That should be... Yeah, Sarah Hawkins is more important.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
It's not speaking ill if it's true.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
Hey,
What do you
Obi-Wan.
mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Nope.
That'll be all for now.
He just betrayed that it's a she. He's not talking. He looks like an interesting guy.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its
Algernon.
reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Algernon, as in Algernon Blackwood by any chance?
That's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
No more? I mean, look how cozy this bar is. You know, I always hated going out as a young guy, shit, am I that old? No, as a you know, a millennial. I guess I fall in that category. But look how cozy this bar is, man. I always had to go to shitty disco clubs and all that, but I mean, it's really cozy. I'd love to sit by a dimly lit bar drinking something delicious out of a bottle like that, reading literature.
You have no right to treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
Yes. Asylum staff.
She will
Okay.
do it again, you know.
Oh.
The girl doctor. Cold. She won't stop asking.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What is this song?
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
It's
I
flesh.
bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
It's behind me. There. What is this? Let's have a look.
Doctor.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Let's have a read. We've given up hope. The crew of the Sailor, you know. It definitely seems that this whale was something a little bit fucked up. It,
He laughed.
My God.
it is definitely something unnatural, that whale. I'm just calling it.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
Okay. It's time to talk to Fitzroy up there, I think. Let's see what he has to say about things. What is this?
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
Yeah, I guess.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
That's very specific.
A Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
They're on the desk. Okay.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
The terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. Cats. Okay. The cargo manifests must be these things, right?
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
So they've hidden some manifests from certain dates. That's because they found something, and what they found is not for everyone to know about. Is that a little bit like the Shadow over Innsmouth, where Obed Marsh found something out in the South Seas? Something like that, maybe?
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
I need to find that warehouse, so...
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belongs to the Hawkins family?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Your documents are unreadable. That's true.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
What did Charles Hawkins really do for a living?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
For sure.
With whom, I wonder?
Where's this warehouse? Talk about Darkwater. Who is Cat?
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain Cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Cat, Wonder if it's Lovecraft's cat. I saw the killer whale on the wharf.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Anything else? What would have killed it?
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
Why are they putting it back into the sea?
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
No comment, I see. What is this miraculous catch?
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Okay. Where is this warehouse again?
Can you tell me where the warehouse is again?
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood.
Okay.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Okay, we have to basically get past that cop then, I think. Do I have any points here? 2 CP points available. Can we do anything? Okay, I think that is good enough. Skills. Let's actually have a look at this whole skill tree thing. I have to get to grips with it. Sanity. Mental trauma. So basically you can unlock here. So he took part in World War One and he's a bit traumatized. Confident in your abilities and your Cartesian mind, you conduct your investigations by sticking to the facts. Your convictions and your perception of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. So does that mean it slips with time? Is that fair enough to say? Clues. Okay, so that's the thing with the dates. And then 1847 they found something. Miraculous catch. That's when they found that weird whale. A lighter. Oh, this was he's in his pocket the whole time. So we've got Stephen Webster, he's the father. Charles Hawkins, he's the dead father of the girl who's the painter. That's the painter. This is the boy, schoolboy, occupation. I wonder how well that pays. Roy Mitchell, he's the bar owner, and this is the captain. Okay. Okay, now you see they've opened up the way. I can sneak past, and these guys have also pissed off. The wonders of video games. You see, now I'm supposed to go up there, but hey, curiosity, what can I say, you know? So this isn't an open world game by any means. It's not like GTA or something, but you can explore certain areas to a degree. It kind of reminds me of Thief and Dishonored.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I shall take my leave.
Fair enough. I don't want to, you know, usually if I was playing a game like this, I will fuck around a lot. I will investigate this piece of grass here and go on Google to find out why there's a piece of grass there and all that sort of stuff. But for the purpose of a let's play, I want to be more more a how do you, ooh, what's this? The spot hidden skill allows you to disappear then.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Goes up there to there. We have to get up there somehow. So, a ladder. That seems logical. Yeah, so I was gonna say, I want to be more fluent with this game. I want to get to the point more quicker than I usually would playing the game.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating, but it's been completely taken to bits. There must be some spare parts amid all this clutter.
So this comes with that hidden skill thing. So if you don't have the ability to notice hidden objects in the background and foreground, you won't be able to, for example, open this grate. So if I don't have enough points, I cannot notice in that mess down there, like the winch or whatever. Right. I guess that's fair enough logic. I think that was kind of like how I wasn't... See, now let's have a look. Okay, yes. Okay, I will take that.
This handle will be perfect for the winch.
Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines was just an amazing game. I really loved it. Really good. Mount the handle. Oops, sorry. Is it not possible to wind it? No. Well, this seems a bit odd. I think I have to go down there a little bit. I have to go look down for a little bit more stuff. So far, as a Lovecraftian game, because this is first and foremost what it is, it does seem to fit the... What is this? Okay.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Yeah, as a Lovecraftian game, this is definitely making me happy. It definitely is.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
I mean, it seems to me it's quite aesthetic.
A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
And when I say aesthetic, it means that when I read a Lovecraft story, it sort of fits how I picture things when I read, for example, The Shadow of Innsmouth, that sort of thing. So in that way, it's very good. I'm very happy with the presentation, all that sort of stuff. It's really comfortable. It's cozy, sort of that sort of way to say it.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle. Damn, I broke it.
Okay, I guess that's the end of that scenario. Is there any way to... No. Alright, I guess we have to go the other way.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Let me through.
This muddy alley is yours? Good for you. I've got work to do.
I don't think that you've quite understood the situation. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
I like it.
Is your name Kat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Oh, in the balls. That's not nice.
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm going to have to deal with her.
How did she know femdom was my fetish? Anyway. Okay, so, I mean... I'm past... This is the warehouse. I have to get in there somehow. The winch thing seems to be the solution. I broke it and then I pissed her off because I was feeling cheeky. Oh boy. I guess we're gonna have to investigate more.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
How can I be the one who defaced your saint? I've just come ashore, you idiots.
That's true. We're as drunk as lords.
You bet. You could have gone by without us seeing you.
Do not rile me. You can hardly stand up.
He's right. We're no match.
For the moment. You're annoyed. It's understandable.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
Who are those guys that are keeping guard?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
I don't think any of that is relevant to getting past.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Friendly drunks. So these guys are not going to let me through, but this looks clearly something I should be pissing around with.
Serious problems with you-know-who. I bet that you hid them somewhere in your hut on the docks.
Not even, and don't go looking there.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
I'm not getting in there. To be honest, guys, I am a little bit... I don't know. Where do we go? Should we interfere with them?
This guy.
No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Let's try eloquence.
Gentlemen, you have a problem.
What? Who do you take yourself for, stranger?
Your boss is very unhappy with your work.
Oh yeah? You're bluffing.
She said those knuckleheads are incapable of staying at their post.
Darn it.
You think he's telling the truth?
We'll find out. Prove that you really know Cat.
It's risky to question my word. I wouldn't like you to get cut with a certain Italian knife.
Okay. You've convinced us.
And it's she who sent you? What do you want from us?
I have to take a look inside the Hawkins warehouse. Leave me alone, and I'll put in a good word for you with Cat.
Okay, it's a deal.
It worked. I didn't think that would work, actually. So the warehouse is... This seems like the way to go. Not up there. No, forget it. Is this the warehouse?
Let's see. Shoot. I'll have to find another way to get in.
So that is the warehouse. I have to get in somehow, though. Wow, okay. Window? No. No, not there. How about through here? No. Oh boy. I feel like this should be a lot more direct. You know, this is it's a Lovecraft game, right? So the focus should definitely be on storytelling over anything else. So any puzzle solving, any combat that eventually comes around...
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Anything like that should always be subservient to the story that is to be told. And so far... yeah, okay, I'm just... I have a little bit to drink, so maybe that's the reason why I'm a bit... unable to get into the warehouse. I'll just tell this guy the same thing.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
How about leaving
again?
in?
I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
So I'm not getting in that way. I'm not getting in that way. These two drunks, they are not helpful.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look around and I'll get back to you guys on what to do. So it seems like you gotta talk to Kat here. Let's see what happens.
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly. But it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Yes.
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit, and nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
Cops, they can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Get it? Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to
It's a bit frustrating. I thought I had to find like a key hidden somewhere or something. Maybe I'm too much of an old school gamer.
It's fine. He's with me.
Oh, okay.
One thing that always annoyed me with games is how you can always walk faster than the character you're supposed to be accompanying. You saw that in Assassin's Creed as well, you know. Very irritating. So far, I mean, is this kind of like an Innsmouth? I don't know. It's quite aesthetic. It's really run down, and I bet the place stinks of fish. So this is sort of Innsmouthy, I have to say. Come on, let me in, woman. I got to know what's in there.
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Fair enough.
Ugh, this place stinks.
Fishy, right?
What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
What is this? To enter a reconstruction scene, hold left and right mouse button. This is new. What is this?
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks.
Is it? That's just fish, right? I hope. That's disgusting.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
So this was maybe one of her hideouts, and she took painkillers to numb the pain of her realizations about life or something?
Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it.
So this is kind of like that Batman Arkham Asylum game or something? Is it? Let's have a look here.
The glass is shattered, like someone smashed it. Was it before or after the removal of these bandages?
They smashed the glass in a mirror. They had bandages on. There's a horrible painting. And they slept on this disgusting thing. This sort of pseudo mattress. Is there anything else I can look at? Hawkins Warehouse. New clue memorized. Alright. Let's see. Clues. What have we got? Officially unused since Charles Hawkins' death, this warehouse recently housed a clandestine resident. Signs of life attest to the fact. The presence of blood-stained bandages must also be noted, probably removed from a wound, as well as pills, painkillers and sleeping pills. Moreover, the occupant seems to be obsessed with Sarah Hawkins, as attested by the presence of several documents connected to the artist's lives. photo, press cutting, but is the discovery of partly charred painting recognized by Officer Bradley as having come from the Hawkins mansion that allows all doubt to be lifted as to the link between the contents of this building and the Hawkins case. So this is definitely something related to this. We got a Captain Fitzroy's picture. So what is going on here actually? So, I've discovered everything I need to. I can't go back into that detective vision. Jesus, someone really slept there? That's disgusting. I can't investigate anything here. Let me have a see. What do we do now? Go to the bar. This is interesting. What do we do? Darkwater? We've seen everyone here. Occult. This is quite a pickle, isn't it? Island of Darkwater Port, Stranded Whale, a miraculous catch. It's certainly interesting. I'll say that much. Let's up our speech a little bit. That seems to be quite more relevant than the other stuff at the moment. Where do we go then? That is the question. We've discovered all this stuff. Probably the captain, right? He will know what to do.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Threaten the police officer. This is why Black Lives Matter. Sorry, it's just a joke. Let's team up. The case is far from being wound up.
You mean messed up?
No. We don't take no lessons from the likes of you. We do our job carefully and fairly. No stone was left unturned.
Really? Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
No shit. Well, okay. This seems to be
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Anything I should be wary of?
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
You're talking about Winchester?
That's right. The Hawkins' old caretaker. Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
No. Let's not waste any time.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Accept.
Why not?
Let's go.
You can help.
Right.
Vámonos.
Let's go.
Alright, this seems like a good place to stop the video for now. So we've discovered the port, and now we are about to enter this mansion. This looks like it's going to be a huge chunk of video to record all that, so I'm going to stop here for now, and I'll see you guys later.